Hello, welcome to the next edition of the Wednesday Special. Today, we are playing a deck that was inspired by Paulo. He told me he wanted to see a deck featuring Triskaidekalia. Oh my god, that word, so horrible to say, but you're gonna hear me say, I'm gonna nickname him Trisk. That works out. I could pronounce that, Trisk. So we're gonna play a couple copies of that and a mono blue devotion deck in Pioneer. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And also there is a link to my Discord. If you're interested in voting on what decks get featured on this channel, definitely join. Come have a conversation with me. I'm super excited about that if you do decide to do so. And let's get into the deck list. So as you can see, we are playing mono blue devotion. We have 12 snow-covered islands, some Nykthos, Hollow of the Storm Giants, 2 Autoworos, and of course, like I said, we're playing the namesake card, Trisk, with a combination of Trickster, Tides, Lore Master, and we have Waves. Gadwick is going to be the best card, I think, pairing up with Trisk, right? Just because we get to draw a lot of cards. And with Nykthos, we should be able to pay into the 4 mana on the instep. So also could flash it in if we need to. Sideboard wise, we have Spell Pierce for a turn 1 Thoughtseize, something like that. We have Witness Protection as our removal spell because it adds a blue devotion. 3 Aether Gust as mono green matchups. We have Blue Sun's Twilight. This is the new card we're going to be featuring today. It was really difficult trying to dig through the blue cards that were in the new set, but what cards could be possibly used in this deck. This is the only one I thought that could be relatively useful, so we're trying it out. We have 2 Hearse for Graveyard Hate and 3 Mystical Disputes for other blue-based decks. And that is Mono Blue Devotion for Pioneer, and let's get into it. Storm Tamer, you. Island, passes. That's a bad top deck. Go to combat. Hit ya. This could be spirits, so I don't want to exactly just go all in without having a retort. And again, I guess his 1-drop, Wanderer, Sailor, not that big of a deal. Alright, so I think we Trickster. This should make him cast his Hexproof guy if he has it. He plays his own Trickster. Oh, wow. Trickster to Trickster, my Trickster. So we have 3 Devotion, Hit ya, pass the turn. This is clearly not Spirits. Spirits wouldn't play Trickster. Just mono blue Tempo. Hits us for 1. Take it. Passes. Go to combat. Hit ya. Cutthroat. Hit ya. Alright, so he grows the Cutthroat. Smack you. I think I just play Trisk. You. Island. Anticipate. That's fine. I mean, Impulse is just better, though. Hits me for 1. Take it. Untap. Trickster. Go to combat. Hit ya. I think I just leave with Trickster, honestly. Off-colored Island. Flick 2. Okay, goes to combat. We Trickster, tap him down. All right, we untap. Another Gadwick. This is awkward because we can't cast this and do that also. So we're at smack you for 1. Flying Dude. All right, so we Wizard Retort, draw a card, pass the turn. Hits me for 1 for 5. All right, take it. Passes. We get an island. We play the island. I think I just Gadwick. Another one, huh? All right, so that definitely hurts. All right, so we go ahead and tap. Gadwick for 3, draw 3, pass the turn. Hits me for a lot more. We'll block here. So 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do that. So it makes him want to play something on this turn. We're at 3. I think my best move is to Trickster plus Borrower. Another Cutthroat. Okay. Pass the turn. Stormwing Entity. I mean, that's a flyer right there. He only has 1 card left. So I think we're okay. So I only need 7 mana. The Petty Thief. Tap down. The Ghoul. Cast Brazen Borrower. Tap down. Cutthroat. And Trickster. Tap down. Sailor. And we make him tap his Entity. Okay. Proceed. We untap. We have nothing with flash, and we're in an awkward position where if we tap 2, I guess my best bet here is to do that. Play Leyline, tap there. How much damage do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 13? Think I need to draw. That's what I was looking for. Or does that matter? It doesn't matter, does it? So play Master Waves, I guess. We're gonna live, though. We have a flyer, so we can block, but we don't have 2 flyers. That's a lot of devotion. I just can't do anything. Right, he has 3 here. We could block that with the Brazen Borrower, but then I take 3 Exacxies. But at least we got to Master Waves and get him to 2 before we die. So heavy creature, mono blue. I guess technically we could bring this in instead. And maybe Blue Suns. I think we don't necessarily need the retort. Counterspell's good, but I think Mystical Dispute is better. Especially we can cast a spell and counter, and maybe a master. I don't like that. All right, that's a big difference. Now we start with a ley line, which is our best card because we don't really want to be casting stuff at sorcery speed. Not at all. Island passes. Snow covered island. Play lore master. Mystical dispute. That would be ironic. All right, sailor. Pass the turn. I kind of want to draw into a land. Plays his off rivals. Yep, take it. All right, he sets a land if I don't draw something better. So that's good. I wanted to untap land, so that way I can Brazen Borrower plus Dispute. Taps down my Lore Master. Okay, hit you. Pass the turn. And what's great about him is it actually works quite well with, oh, wait. Technically that negates my thing, I think. I don't know. I like the way that he taxes and then works real well with Mystical Dispute. Counter. Hits me. Petty Thief. Take it. Another Brazen Borrower. Yeah, we'll draw. I guess we play Mimic of the Land. Go to combat. Hit you. Pass the turn. Plays an island. Guilds of Ravnica this time. Goes to combat. He decides to attack with the Trickster. Alright. Down to 15. We will cast his Brazen Borrower. Okay. Yep. Continue to draw. Go to combat. Attack with everything. That should bait him to cast Sailor to block my Brazen Borrower and take 3. Oh, Ghoul. Okay. How does that work out? And the Sailor. I don't really want to, right? I could also, I guess, Brazen Borrower, but I don't see a point. So he's gonna block here, take 2. Yep. So we lose 2 guys, he loses 1. Pass the turn. We really need to nick those. Once we get to nick those, we can start going for a lot more. Eternal. Alright, goes to combat, attacks, plays Siren, Petty Thief, the 2/2 flyer, Spell Pierces, not too shabby, can't pay it, yep, seems good, take it. Nick those, please. Master of the Waves. Snow covered island. So 5 mana. Gadwick for 2 seems not really good. Pass the turn, I guess. Hitcha. Cutthroat. Is there a world where he double blocks this? Okay. Pass the turn. Alright, so he did not pay for the draw. Does he tack out? He does. Master Waves. Anticipate. Sure, to get a prowess trigger. Like if he was printed today, he would make 1/1s. Smack it or trade. So we take 4, which is fine, right? Or should I just took it? I might have been able to swing back for a decent amount of damage. Harbinger. That's not a bad top deck. Hit you. You gonna double block? Or you have a instant to cast? Okay. Pass the turn. Teferi. Spicy. Draws and loots. Goes to combat. No attacks. Bounce. The Ghoul. Untap. So now it's like we're gonna get the beat win. We drew Trisk. Because he could have phased this out. Killed my dorks. But he didn't. Yeah, he had to do that. He had to phase out my big guy. Run it back. Oh, he starts with a ley line anticipation. Ooh, he copied. Like it. So this is not a bad hand for a Trisk win, hopefully. Plays an island, passes. Haul. Pass the turn. Comes a sailor. Consider. Plays an island, passes. Play nick those. Trisk. What do you guys say about that? Alright, a 2/1. Pass the turn. I guess I should have just done it on his turn. Sorcerer speed. 2/2 with flash. Passes. Harbinger. Play it. A snow-covered island. Go. So we have a break-even point here. Island. Goes to combat. Attacks. I think I just take it. Or rather commit, I think, pips to the board. So we'll just cast actual Brazen Borrower. Play a snow-covered island. Go to combat. Taps my Brazen Borrower. Seems good. So we could Gadwick for 5? 6. So draw 3. If we don't decide to Harbinger, goes to combat, attacks. Gadwick for 3, draw. So I think I blocked a Trickster. Because if he has any instant speed spell, he could trade with my Gadwick. I don't want that. Play an island, go to combat. Here comes a 6/6 trample ward guy. Alright, I dig it. Smack you for 3, pass the turn. That's quite impressive. An island. So I have 8 pips. I don't think I care about that. Cast Harbinger. Tap him down. Bounce there. Bounce. Wait a minute. I think I want to bounce the ley line. That way he can't cast things at instant speed if it doesn't have it. Okay, dropped him back down. Do I want to... I can't do anything else, so yeah. Maybe it would have been better just to cast the master. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I might be able to win on my turn. I'm gonna go. I have to risk it, right? I have to risk it because I think I might be able to win with Trisk. Teferi. That's reasonable. So I have 2 cards in hand. So I need to draw. I need that to have 13. I could put an upkeep stop. That way I could draw a card if I need to. A new goes to combat. Smacks out with everything. So this is for 10 and tap down. I guess the fairy. Keeps a new one. I guess. All right. So we have 12 cards in hand. So I just need to not die. 6, 8, 11. If I block this, it's still 2 coming over. Block here. Block here. All right, we're at 4, and we have 12 cards in hand. All we need to do is literally draw a single card. Beginning of your upkeep. I already passed my upkeep, didn't I? All right, so I have 14 cards. Play the land. He draws a card. All I have to do is just tap a creature. He gets a 1/1. Okay, that works. And then I have 13 cards in hand. For the Trisk win. Another Teferi. Okay. Trisk win? Does that stop it? The thing's on the stack. Got it. Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Haul. Go. Cliff Chop Retreat. Illuminator. Okay. Play the land. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Play the Lore Master. Go. Probably is correct to play the Trickster. Tap this thing down. Alright. Shocks himself. Plays a Hoplite. Alright. Target. Why would you do that? I mean, this thing can't attack. I would have just put everything on 1. I guess to get the Heroic Sprock for next turn. But you definitely deal less damage this turn with that. Alright. Take 6. Alright. We will draw. Leyline. Play the land. Pass the turn. Swift Spear. Feather. Counter that. Goes to combat. Attacks with just a Hoplite. Seems fine to me. They just don't do anything. We will draw. Trying to find Nykthos. Pass the turn. I'm super excited though that we got that the Trisk win. Hopefully you're happy with that, Paulo. If you are, let me know down in the comments. Because I do want to know that you watched this. Is that another Rekindling Phoenix? Alright. I see you. Goes to combat. We'll play Trickster. Tap down the Rekindling Phoenix, I guess. I wish I can kill it, but that's not my wheelhouse. No. Play a tap. Mimic. Lore Master. Trisk. Go. Now we get to look at 3 cards deep. Hopefully that's enough to find a Nykthos. But the problem is Leyline. Getting this thing down. It's going to be practically impossible at this point. Unless somehow we top deck Nykthos from the first draw. We'll not draw the another 2. So we can Leyline. Alright, so he grows his Illuminator. Grows it again. What do we chump with? That is the question. I guess Trickster swings out. We will attempt to double block. Seems like a good move. But if he has one more instant right here, that would be kind of a deal breaker. Infuriate the Swift Spear. All right, pops us down to 3. All right, come on, deck. So that means we're definitely going to his turn, right? So pass the turn. Okay. So we can Otawara the Illuminator. That way it resets his counters. Trickster, tap down the Phoenix. Block the Swifty. It's our best bet. Courage. Targeting the Swift Spear. Again, targeting the Swift Spear. Oh, Rekindling Phoenix. Okay. Trickster. Tap down the Rekindling Phoenix. Bounce the Illuminator. Goes to combat. Attacks, I assume. No attacks. Does not recast the Illuminator. Draw land. Unless I have to say yes, right? I don't think I can win with what I have in hand. Gadwix. That sucks. Pass the turn, I guess. And just Otawara the Rekindling Phoenix. I mean, we're trying. I mean, we've been behind this entire game, and we're sticking in there. So 5, 6. We have 7 mana. Goes to combat. Attacks with both. Otawara. And I guess we double block. That should bait him to use anything he has in hand. Infuriate. That's fine. So that means both of our guys die, which is reasonable for us. So otherwise, we would have just blocked and he wouldn't have used it, I don't think. Unless we just block with just the Trisk. I'm going to say no. I think Nykthos is what I'm looking for. So Leyline of Anticipation. Pass the turn. So we have a Leyline. We have a Nykthos X6. So I'm thinking I pay 5 into this Gadwick. So that way, hopefully, I can find a 3-drop to cast. Because I definitely cannot let him, get ahead or take me out this turn. Looking at for us, he's not taking his extra draw from these Lore Masters. Rekindling Phoenix is back, goes to combat, and he's passing. Gadwick, 4. Play a Snow Covered. Oh, wait, yes. Because, at this point, we don't care about what we have in hand. Oh my god, just tons and tons of gloriness of Brazen Borrowers. So everything is at instant speed anyway, so we just pass, and we pitch a Nykthos. So we have all gas in hand. We have a lot of ways that I think we could win this game. Angers. All right, I dig it. I dig it. So what I think my move here is I'm going to Storm Tamer before he clears attacks, right? Since he is so cheap, I get to tap down his board, mitigate the damage, and on his end step, I could Brazen Borrower and bounce. And I Petty Thief. This one I don't really care about, right? Because he only has 1 mountain left. Cast Brazen Borrower. I think we're gonna get this one. We were behind the entire time. Petty Thief. Cast a Brazen Borrower. Alright, so we got game 1. So we bring in, I think, that. He is red and white. Also, Witness Protection. So we cut him. I feel like we do a very similar role. Get rid of the counter spells, run it like that. Sacred Foundry, untap. Swift Bia hits us to 19. I wish we had more 1-drops in this deck. Pass the turn after playing a Hall. And the question is, do I play Trisk or do I play Trickster? I guess it depends on how much of a clock he has. I think I was gonna say, he's looking like he's going for a aggressive turn. All right, so I think we're going to Trickster. Tap down the bigger Swiftbeer. Let's see if he actually diversifies it. He does. Like he knew. He knew. All right, so they're both 3/4s. So we tap down that one. All right, take 4. So I think I Brazen Borrower? I don't think I want a Twilight. Take this. That doesn't seem good. If I play him, it just seems like I'm not contributing enough to the board. Maybe I just play him, and that allows me to bounce something, reset his board, but he just replays it. But it has one less counter on it, so Clifftop Retreat, Swift Spear, seems good. Anger. So much hostility from our opponent. You have anything else? For right now, we will double block the Swift Spear. Anger's the other one. All right, he's attacking me for... Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. So we take him out. Barely stay alive at 2, I think. Yeah, and we got a Brazen Borrower. Okay, does that change anything? I think I still want a Trisk. Pass the turn. And I can borrow it if it gets too extreme. I'm going to probably block it and force him to use his hand as much as possible. Illuminator. Puts it on the Illuminator. Okay, so that means he's enough to attack, which is actually pretty good move, I think. Because now I'm more wanting to bounce this, which I can do. So I bounce this, and then I Harbinger bounce the Monastery. I think that's my best bet. Oh, crap. I should have done that, the end step, but I don't think it's actually going to matter. Harbinger. Bounce it, pass the turn. That's actually might be decent because then I get to make him use more. He pitched a Feather. Swift Spear. Probably Courage the Swift Spear. Okay. Attacks with both. Petty Thief. Maybe I should wait until blockers are declared. So now he gets to make that pro blue and he wins. All right. So I think I cut a Master and a Siren. Play 2 Spell Pierces. But I don't like that. Play Hall. Go. Hoplite. Snow Covered Island. Pass the turn. This is a very, very close match. And this is probably one of our bad matchups. Like, they're just really quick. Goes to combat. He attacks. Play the Trickster. Tap him down. And kill it. Play Island. Trisk. Goes to combat. Hit ya. Pass the turn. We will leave up Spell Pierce this turn. Battlefield Forge. Swiss Bia. Okay. 10 District. Goes to combat. Attacks with everything. So we know we're blocking here. It's just profitable. All right, we untap. Smack you. Pass the turn. So now we have a Harbinger. Flash Speed. Okay. Seems decent. It's basically going to have to be a really good non-creature spell for me to take the bait for this Spell Pierce. All right. Seems good. The more you use, the better. I'm fine with that. I can't do nothing about it. Goes to combat. Attacks with both. That's right. That has Vigilance. Yeah, I can't do nothing about that, actually. Take it. Plays the Swift Spear. So we Witness Protection here. Play Nykthos. Pass the turn. All right, that works. Another Swift Spear. Attack out with everything. Block here. Force him to use whatever he has in hand. Do I want to use this? So this becomes another 4/4/8 potentially, maybe. I think I risk it. My hand is not looking very profitable here. It doesn't really matter, right? I can't do this twice, so I think there's no point. Gadwick. Probably should have just killed this, honestly. And then he would have been a 2/3, killed the others. He would have been up a lot better. Gadwick. We just need to survive a turn. This Blue Sun's Twilight can help. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice a Trisk because it's less devotion. 5 devotion, still fine. Rekindling Phoenix. So do you attack out with the Swift Spears? No. That's actually really good for me. So we do that block. So 6. Play New Nick those. Keep New Nick those. 10. Take Rekindling Phoenix. It needs to be 5 or more, so it needs to be 7. And add 10. Tap down, I guess, a Swift Spear. Get another Rekindling Phoenix. This is it's all or nothing on this. So yeah, pass the turn. I wonder how this token's gonna work with the Rekindling Phoenix. Actually, I think it comes in my graveyard. Yeah, so it doesn't work. So I think I'm gonna sacrifice the token. It's very close. Courage seems good. There's no point in me countering that. So he's out of cards. He could flash this back. Put it here. So that means actually, that doesn't do anything. What if I use both? Oh, wait. Blast blue spell. Yeah, we will attempt to counter it. So we could tap him down. I'm assuming he pays. And then we'll do it again. Tap down another one. Okay, that works. Probably should tap this one down. You've been more in, wanting to do it. All right, so he blocks here like that. He trades here. And he should not get a Rekindling Phoenix. We should get 2 tokens, which do nothing. Yep, and then just sacrifice. Okay, so he wanted to learn what happened with the Rekindling Phoenix. He gave me the GGs. Does that mean he's done? I mean, this was a good match. Like, we did do a good job at pushing them off, and we're 2-0 right now. Let's get into the last call. Storm. Yeah, so hopefully this hand works out. I only kept it because of the fact that we have Leyline Anticipation and Nick those. Smack you. Pass the turn. Considers. Urtai in the yard. We need another blue source though. We got 3 pips right now. Swamp goes to combat. Passes. Storm Tamer. We untap. We draw the land we wanted. Go to combat. This might be rogues. That's a wizard though. Pass. Considers. It's either rogues or it is Demir control. Go ahead and play Storm Tamer. Trickster. That's going to eat a counter? Okay. That's fine. Brazen Borrower. So I can never really pay into this hall unless I get another land. Hit you for 3 pass the turn. So this is definitely blue white. This is definitely Demir control. Brazen Borrower. Harbinger. Gadwick. All of that is sexy. Go to combat. Smack you. Cracks the Fable Passage. What do you find? He finds an island. This probably turn on a push. Urtai makes a shark. Alright, I'm going to do this now. That way I get to play land this turn. Gadwick, X9. Alright, how do you block? Do you trade with the Brazen Borrower? Takes it. Play a snow cover island. Pass the turn. So now we have Wizard's Retort. Double fold. That's going to be pretty good in this matchup. Like, we have a lot of control pieces. Man, this board is sweet. So he's probably going to Wrath, right? He has to. Makes another shark. That's fine. It's a 1/1 shark, right? Alright, he scoops it up. So we definitely bring in Mystical Disputes. Potentially Spell Pierces. When do we go down? So weird, right? So what do we actually want to cut in this matchup? Leyline seems really good. I think Trisk might be the one that needs to be cut. Maybe a Harbinger and a Master. Or not like that. Alright, this is a decent hand. Plays a Watery Grave, untap, passes, plays Snow Cover, island, pass the turn. Probably consider, gets rid of a Shark Typhoon. We will play the Storm Tamer as instep, play Storm Tamer, play a land, go to combat, smack you, pass the turn. Alright, we got a lot of counter spells. We just need to draw them. And I don't really, like I said, I like Brazen Bar in this matchup better than these. Because, I mean, the tokens, should be better to be bounced. Trickster, get the clock going. Make disappear. Yeah, Retorque. That's really good. Nick those. So we have 3 pips. Hit ya. Considers. So he's not going to cast anything. Trickster. Just trying to bait stuff at this point. I want to keep Brazen Borrower for last. Fatal Push. Okay. Play a tap. Mimic. Go to combat. Attack. Pass the turn. Counter it. I don't need you filling your hand up. Cycles the sensor. Trying to find a good answer. Plays an island. Passes. I don't really want to, if I want to play this Lore Master. Because I guess I do it at instant speed. Play a Mimic. Go to combat. Hit you. What do you make it? You make a shark? Okay. Bounce it. Cast Lore Master. Go. I wonder if he actually uses this. Alright, he does not. Plays a Fable Passage. Ritual Soot. Alright, so we are wiped out of the board. Play Lore Master. Pass the turn. Island. He does draw a card this time. Shieldred's Edict. Okay. Otawara. Cast Brazen Borrower. What are you trying to cast? Alright, resolves. Retort. Pretty good. I get a 4 to 3 drop counter spell at this point in the game. I just need to get through the last chunks of damage. Counter. Mystical Dispute. Only if I would have paid with Nykthos. Now I don't have enough. Okay, that's fine. So he passes. That's not a bad top deck. So we'll pass the turn. Plays a tap land. Play Brazen Borrower. Sinister Sabotage. Alright, we untap. Pass the turn. Cycles the sensor. Passes. Okay, untaps. Narset. I can't really counter that. He goes Digging. Shark Typhoon. Can't counter that either. Master Waves. I mean, that's a fine clock. All right, here comes a 2/2 shark. Smacks me. Okay, down to 18. Digs. Blue Sun's Twilight. Master Waves. Sabotage. Haul. That's a playable magic card. Goes to combat. Hits us. Yep. Untap. Retort. Pass the turn. Hits us for 2. Super boring. All right, down to 14. I could attack. I'm going to go for it. All right, what are you going to do? Fatal Push. Pays 3. I wish I could pay it. I'm going to do a couple more draw steps before I scoop it up. I know it's not, I don't really want to quit early, but at the same time, it's control. Yeah, I think that's enough right there. Yeah. Run it back. Snow covered. Island, go. Watery Grave. Passes. Okay. Brazen Borrower. I should have played the Hall, but whatever. Play Lore Master, go. Push? Sure. You think he would wait till his turn, though? Like, unless he has something he wants to play at sorcery speed. Plays a field, passes. Play Hall. Go. Considers. Puts the extinction event. It's not a really good card against us. Alright, go. Passes? Trickster. We got a counter for that. Censor. Brazen Borrower. Go. So you shouldn't have a counter for 1 on this, unless you have a Mystical Dispute. Figured that was the best time to land it. Clear pathway on blue. Passes. Storm Tamer. You got an answer for Brazen Borrower. Alright. Play Otawara. Pass the turn. Cycles the sensor. Come on, I need a good explosive turn. Or explosive draw here, please. Narset. Goes Digging. What does he find? Power Word Kill. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Go to combat. Let's hit Narset. Counter it. Pass the turn. So we know he has the Power Word Kill. Gets a negate. That's fine. Like, play Glasspool Mimic tapped. He does have the ability to Power Word Kill my Hall or just Field a Ruin my Hall. Probably should be fielding a Ruin just because, like, it would have been a good use of your mana. Storm Tamer. Glasspool Mimic. I know he could Power Word Kill this. Shark? That's fine. That's not as bad as the other options. Pass the turn. Definitely should have just killed this. And he would have got a 2 for 1. 5/5. I guess it's okay. Goes to combat. Attacks me. Take it. I don't care about that. Untap. Gadwick. That's pretty dang good. So hit Narset. Hit Narset. I need to kill Narset. Make another shark. You're going to Power Word Kill before blocks? That would make the most sense, but he doesn't. I think he had to do it before blocks. That was a punt by him. Alright, Narset dealt with. Now we get to cast Gadwick for 3. Pass the turn. That was a crucial moment for this game. Drown Catacomb. Dig through time. So he still has 6 manas up, which is a lot to do with 6 mana. We do have odds, so if he ever drew a Extinction Event, he technically could just wipe our board, hit us for 8. Pretty potent. So we're at 7. Harbinger, tap down. This should bait a counter, right? Dig. I think I let that go, right? Because if he has any other counter, got a Spell Pierce for it, we get to get rid of this 5/5 shark, which is really powerful. Is the resolve? Spell Pierce. Tap down the other one, I guess. Eat it, opponent. Bounce the 5/5. Always yes, always yield. Alright. If I play this, I can't activate Stormseeker, but I think that's fine. Smack you. Pass the turn. I think it's worth having an instant speed Gadwick, because now he's going to answer our board a little bit. Yeah. Now we do it on his untap, right? What are the odds he has a negate? He has a negate. We know that. think I just go for it. Actually, let's just go for a haul. Make him, I guess, feel the ruin. All right. I'm just trying to minimize what he has available. Pass the turn. So we'll see what he does on his turn. Another Gadwick should do a lot, if it, of course, if it resolves. Gets an island. Passes. Storm Tamer. I'm going to play the Storm Tamer. Pass the turn. That way he might think that we don't have anything else. All right. You got me. We still know he has a negate. Gadwick. X3. That resolves. Pretty good. Another Gadwick. Now that's fire. Eliminate. Nick those. Pass the turn. So now what is he going to do? We're definitely going to we're probably going to ley line first. We know he has a negate. He doesn't go for that. Master waves. All right. Make 5 2/1s. Untap. Play land. Go to combat. Got it. 3-0. Let's get to the wrap up. So what have we learned this week about this deck? Oh my god, this deck was super awesome. Like, I think I piloted it quite well. That flashy Master Waves is a nice feeling, you know? And Trisk, we got to win with that, which I think gave us the match. So that was like the best kind of win with it. Winning just a game, like game 1 or game 2, like, and then losing the match, that's more hurtful. Winning it in game 3, man, that was a great. We beat different styles of decks. We beat Control. Gadwick was an all-star there. We beat an aggro deck like Heroic, which is one of the faster decks in the format, which surprisingly with Blue, I thought that would be one of the harder situations for this deck, just because of the fact of, well, they're quick. We don't really have Wraths, so... And we pulled that one out of with really good gameplay. And, of course, the first match, which was, you know, pretty sweet in its own right. So I think the deck is awesome. Let me know down in the comments what cards you guys would have considered for this list. Until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day.